welcome back for the second session of the Morning Echo, where we have to have a different part of the conversation. In the morning hour, which is the first hour, we always do the news in review. And then second hour, we have to bring in the guests, and that's exactly what I snippet earlier on. Right here in the studio, we have the guest that we told you that is going to be here, and it's already here. That is none other than a promoter that has been planning event, been promoting music, been doing a lot around the world of entertainment, and this promoter is inside the studio. He's none other than Promoter AK, the CEO of Mama Kiss Promotion Company. Promoter AK, welcome to the Morning Echo.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mike.
You look smart, man.
Thank you, bro.
That's the problem with these people that are promoters, let's say event organizers, let's say producers, like presenters. Sometimes people really style up more than the artists, and we wonder what is happening. Are they the one benefiting from the industry, or what is that supposed to tell us?
You know, it's all about keeping the brand.
Yeah.
You see, like artists, promoters, DJs, we are all doing the same because we dress to impress. You see, because how we dress is how people take us. So it is all about the brand, because what we are doing is like getting attraction from people, especially the fans. So when you see an artist or you see a promoter dressing smart, it's because of what? Trying to keep the brand, you see. Because if you dress not dressing how people in music should dress, so they will take you like you are not part of that, you see. But as an artist, because even promoter is also artist, because it is a creativity and it is a talent, and you have to dress the way people should address you. Because if you dress, people say maybe you are going to church or you are from church, but if you dress like this without even talking, you will know this person is from entertainment.
Okay.
So we dress to impress.
That's a great one, of course.
Yeah.
You really actually answered that. And yes, for those who might be actually hearing Promoter AK for the very first time, can you try to tell them who Promoter AK is? Open a little bit of your profile to them and how the history began and all that.
Yeah, my name is called Alfred. I'm Alfred Akol. I'm Alfred Akol Mangar. By my own name, I goes by the stage name Promoter AK Senior. I'm the CEO and the founder of Mama Kiss Promotion and Events. See, people have been calling me Mama Kiss, Mama Kiss, Mama Kiss, but no, Mama Kiss is my brand. It's the business name for my brand. Okay, so I use the name Mama Kiss, say that I promote my business. Okay, because I organize events, I do different other things that involves talent. Okay, so this is where the name comes. But actually, I'm Promoter AK. The word AK stands for Akol, which is my home name.
Okay,
yeah,
that's great. By the way, it's very amazing that people are wondering. People are calling Mama Kiss, including myself. It's most of the time when we meet, I just say, "Hey, Mama Kiss, how are you?" Because this is how everyone outside there know you.
Exactly.
They don't actually focus more on what other name is, like Promoter AK or AK Senior.
Yeah, because
those things
it's my business, see, because I own the copyright.
Yeah.
Because even if you call me like that, even if you travel where you will know, you will not get anyone call Mama Kiss again. It is only me. Okay, and there is no option. I have to accept like that. But by the time officially I'm Promoter AK, you get me with my national ID, okay, for South Sudan Artists Union, because me, I'm a national promoter, okay. I have my own ID from South Sudan Artists Union. You see it is written Promoter AK. But Mama Kiss Promotion, you go and get it the license when it is being licensed as Mama Kiss Promotion, but I own it. So I also own the name, and I have no problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's really amazing.
Yeah.
Of course, people are there when you look at the time you started. When and how did you actually realize that, you know, you have to actually join entertainment and event promotion could become a serious part of your career? When did you realize it and how?
Thank you so much for that question. I know it is all on God. God has been with me through this journey because I have gone through a lot. You see, some tough, difficult moments. Yeah, because you know, every beginning has Arab ways. Because I started as a crew-based promoter, backbone of the nation, with Peter K. But all of a sudden, because dream is a dream, because after reaching middle in 2016, when I started, I was just a young man, small, but I have something in mind. I started as a crew-based promoter. I was at Backbone of the Nation as a crew. But in 2018, after I'm seeing that how I planned it was not going. I split and established myself. I became an independent body. I created Mama Kids Promotion as mine, and then I start recruiting artists. You see, because I start looking for people with talent to support. I bring them on board. I talk with them, I promote their talent, and that is why from 2018 up to 2021, 2020, Mama Kids Promotion was sounding everywhere. Because why? I became independent. I was following my vision and my dream, making sure that whatever that I planned should not go. Because you know, sometimes because of obstacles on the way, you cannot give up your dream. I quit from being from the music crew, and I became an independent body to be the one managing the artist. And up to today, this is what I'm doing. Because I just changed some of the plans, because you know, sometimes if you know that there is a way the thing is diverting, you come back to the right track. So actually in 2016 I became a promoter. 2018 Mama Kids Promotion and Events became an independent promotion company, and up to today I'm the founder, owning everything myself. Nobody is above me. Yeah,
that's amazing, by the way. That's great. Well, you promote artists and organize event, and in both, of course, Juba, you have been doing some, and of course Lake State and many other places. Why did you choose these two or some other location, but mostly two locations stood out when it comes to your promotions, tracking maps? Let's say Lake State and Juba. Why did you actually become dominant in these particular areas?
Okay, you know, everything that you do for you to be someone in life, it starts from where you came. You see, because when they say do things for your home first before you do to other people, because creating a strongest foundation is always the best. Like for me, I hail from Yerol, and in Yerol I've conducted more events in Yerol more than Rumbek. You see, why? Because I came from Yerol. You see, the same in Juba. Like in Juba, I hold 3 major concerts. 2 in Club Signature, and then 1 in the main theater of Nyakuron Cultural Center. You see, why? Because after having that potential and believing that now this is the right time for me to go to Juba, because I started first in Yerol, I make my name. That is why now when you go to Yerol, there is nobody who does not know Mama Kids. Who is Mama Kids? Even if you don't know physically, you must know that name. Yes, unless you just came recently. But anyone who has been in Yerol, or let's say maybe Lake State, and you don't know something called Mama Kids, is either you are pretending or you are a hater or you hate me. Okay? But if it is real truth, Mama Kids is everywhere. Okay? So you know, home is always the best. You should not forget where you come from, because like Lake State, as I'm appearing on this TV right now, I proudly represent Lake State. You see, even in other official events that are being conducted, I go and represent Lake State. If it is in Lake State, there are other places. Even they give me positions representing Yerol, to be the boys representing Yerol. Why? Because they believe that that is where I came. So actually the truth is, because I'm from Lake State, and I have to be known first in Lake State before I'm known in other places. But if I go later on and make names in other places, and I come back to my place, people will be wondering, who is this? You see? And that is why it is important to say that be famous first from where you come. Because that is why now, even if you get rich where and you don't do anything to your people at home, nobody will honor you. You see, you go to other places, people will stand up greeting you. But if you go to where you come, people will be just seeing you moving in the street like someone who is simple. This is where most of the things get. I think I know this artist. This artist is a very big person in here or maybe in this place. But coming home, wait. Even if the concert is conducted, nobody will attend your show because they don't know you. You see? But if you make names from where you come, this is the same people that you are seeing. They will be the ones supporting you. You see? And that is advice I can give people, that don't forget home. Home is the best. It is this where you create your foundation.
Of course, you have actually had event in Yerul and also in Juba. Looking at the differences in the entertainment scene in both two places, what are the differences that you have actually noticed between people who are here and people who are back home in Yerul?
Actually, conducting home events is really challenging. Why I'm saying this is challenging? Because number one is the security. You see, because every event to be successful, it must be secure, it must have good security, and must have good setup. In city, everything is there. In city, people are civilized. But there, people are not civilized. They do things out of ignorance. They don't know what will be the impact of what they are doing later on. In city, people drink responsibly. But in remote areas, people drink recklessly, you see? Because in city here, people drink to enjoy. But there, people drink to fight. Someone will just get drunk, come in the event, do whatever he or she likes, not knowing that what he or she is doing is something not acceptable. You see, there in the remote areas, conducting event need heavy security. You see, because if you did not do it well, people can even come and fight in your event. You see, and this is something that has repeatedly happened, especially in Yerol. At least Rumbek has improved, because Rumbek people are civilized, because in Rumbek the level of literacy is around 70 or 80%, you see, population that come and attends the show, you see. But in places like Yerul, you see, you find that people are mixed up. When they come in the event, how they come and behave later on results into chaos and problems happen. But compared to Juba City, in Juba City, first of all, law is in order, of which if you just come to someone's event, you do anything like this, you will be held accountable. You see, right away from where we are coming, security will check you before you even come inside. If the status is not okay, you are seeing like causing problem, they will just take you out. You see, even if they don't do anything to you, you will be taken out. But there in the state, it is not there. But honestly, Rumbek is the best.
Okay.
You see, Rumbek, especially Rumbek, I really appreciate.
I think that's the reason why.
Very peaceful.
I think that's why we actually chosen to put your Color Splash event
exactly in Rumbek.
In Rumbek. Now, look, talking about Color Splash itself, you have this event known as Color Flash. It's Color Splash. I think it's an event that has been also happening even in Juba and many other parts of South Sudan. Can you tell people exactly what does Color Splash mean, and why is it something that has been celebrated across the country?
Okay, thank you so much. You know, Color Splash is not the first time for it to be conducted, especially in Rumbek. Color Splash has been done in very many places. Even in Juba here, they used to have Junub Color Splash, Wajo Color Splash, Wow Color Splash, Awil Color Splash. You see, me, as someone with experience in entertainment and that potential and capability, I just why not Rumbek? You see, why not Rumbek? Because Color Splash shows that people are civilized. Because if you have ever attended the event of Color Splash, it is really enjoyable. So, and that concept that we take down to people is what I have captured. Okay. So I took this Color Splash to be done also in Rumbek. So that every year, Lake State would have it what? Color Splash. The reason why it is named Rumbek, it is because it is going to be done in Rumbek. Due to what? Safety, you see, and availability of the equipment. Because for you to conduct the show, you must have everything set. But if I take it to other places, there are some places without what it can be challenged even of the transport or even movement or even the equipment. Things to do with sound system, generator, and good venue. You see, because these are the things that defines an event. Because you cannot conduct an event when other things are missing. So it is named Rumbek because this event is going to be conducted annually in Rumbek, depending on the different venues. Okay? Because Rumbek Color Splash is brought because it is in other places, but it is not in Rumbek. So I contacted the owner of the idea, who owns the Color Splash in South Sudan.
Who is that?
There is a guy behind it, okay? There is a guy behind it. I talked to him. He's called Lual. I contacted him. I told him, Lual, why can you allow me to have Color Splash in Rumbek? Because it is someone's idea, and someone's idea, you contact the person, you buy the idea, okay? Because I cannot just go and establish, we will be rivals, okay? Of course. I talked to him, he allowed me, and even every year he supports me with donations, things to do with colors I get from him. You see, the reason why this event was established is to bring down together the youth, you see, because it unites people, both young and adult, in celebration, enjoyment, entertainment. Okay? So the reason why it was named Rumbek is because of what? The love that we have for home. Great. And it is not the first time for it. It is done everywhere. Right. And that is why it is taken to Lake State.
Well, what makes Color Splash different from other entertainment events?
Color Splash is a different event. Why? Because in Color Splash, Splash, people only put t-shirts. Like now you see, I'm putting on my jumper with the brand from Rumbek Color Splash. You also have yours, and we also have t-shirts. You see, with Color Splash, when you buy your t-shirt or you have your jumper like this, you will be allowed to enter. Because with Color Splash, people does not
pay. Is it free entrance?
Yes, if you have your jumper like it is free entrance. Okay, why? Because it is done at daytime. Okay, the reason why these things are being branded like this is to show that this is we are part of this event. Okay, so Rumbek Color Splash is different from or the Color Splash itself because why? It is simple in setup. You see, because it does not require a lot of things than commercial shows. Okay, commercial shows need full payment of artists. You need to pay every artist. You see, you need to set up a lot of things. It requires a lot. But with Color Splash, once you buy your t-shirt, even if it stays for how long? As long it only become ineffective after the event.
Yeah.
But before the event, even if you have yours 1 month before the event, because now we are in August and they are already available now.
They're buying them.
If you buy yours now, you keep yours on 10/10 in Rumbek, nobody will stop you from going. You see, which means it is easier than what? Than other commercial shows. The other commercial shows need tickets to be available. You need to focus majorly on how to sell the tickets. You need to create a network that will help you in marketing the tickets. But with Color Splash, we just need good sponsors like Echo TV, and I'm really grateful for being here today. You see, say that like what you are trying to do now, you are trying to expose my event, so that other people will know what is it all about. You see, so it depends on getting good sponsors that will help you in advertisement, and I'm grateful that I found you. And then you just book the venue. The rest of the things that are needed for an event, we just set it up, colors, and then we wait for the official date of the event. But if it is the other one, my brother, you start running until the end of the event. But for
commercial shows,
yes, commercial shows, you have to be running up because anything can change. You are receiving pressure from artists. You know, I have to be paid for that event to be successful. My money has to be paid. Hey, you have to transport me from here. You go and accommodate me. You are. But with Color Splash, I can just choose to take 2 to 3 artists. Okay, because that one is a pure party, international and traditional music. You see, because much of the time is going to be spent on entertainment. People will be dancing or listening. You see, but if it is a show, you need to have an organized MC. The program has to be organized, put in order. But if it is Color Splash, people will be dancing for 1 hour, 30 minutes, people rest, and then the interlude is being done like that. You see, like that it makes Color Splash to be simple, more than the commercial shows.
Well, looking at the color Splash and the thing that you normally get out of it, well, it is free of charge.
Yeah.
You as Mama Key's promotion, what is the benefit that you got out of it? 1, 2, what do you need the young people to take away or to experience out of Color Splash? What is that important thing that you need them actually to get out of the event itself?
Okay, number 1, the benefit, first of all, as a promoter, for me, when I conduct an event, what I expect first is the success of the event. Where does success come? Making sure that the program goes out, it is planned. Exactly the same date, the same time. You see, because you invest a lot, you see, but sometimes investment, because in promotion is a risk, a risk, because if you put much expectation on what you will get later on, later on you can be disappointed because you don't know the circumstances that happens on the way. So the goal of every promoter is to making sure that the event goes on according to how it is planned. The benefits later on that comes out of it, number 1 is the success of the event, despite the outcome. If you did not get what you invested, as long your event has been successful, you see, this is the most important thing, because not every event goes how it is planned. It can flop. We call it flop in our language, because the money that you put and the money that you get, when you compare them, it becomes big loss. But if you put much expectation on it, this is where problem comes. So number 2 is the popularity, because you know, for an artist or a promoter, you need first to be popular, because the more you are popular, the name itself will attract people, you see, because they will know, hey, this person is doing, the name itself will do what? Will attract people. So popularity or being famous, this is where the word celebrity comes. Why? Because your name will travel more than you yourself, because you will even be known in places you have never reached. Because of what? Because of the impact of the events that you are doing. So popularity is also important. You see, when it comes later on to things to do with money, because money is nothing. You see, because why I say money is nothing, you can easily get money, but if you don't use it properly, it can go the way you don't know. So because these things are for business, I sell them. You see, I import from Kampala, I pay money, I export them from Kampala because I pay money. You see, I pay the money, they're printed in Kampala, and I bring them to South Sudan. You come and buy yours, so that when you buy yours, you are eligible to attend Rumbek Colors Flash. And the money that they use for buying this thing, they belongs to me. They are my own money. They are not for anyone. Because the same money that I invested to buy this, it gives me profit, and it returns what I have
It's a success story of the event.
Yes. So this one, they are all for sale, of which if you want to buy this any color of your choice, t-shirt, jumpers, armless, caps, they are there. And this thing later on, when I advertise them and people buy them, this becomes my major profit. So exactly I cannot estimate how much it can, because it depends on the total sale of the t-shirts and then other items that belongs to Rumbek Colors Flash. Also during the event, we will be able to sell tables. People will be buying tables. Great. So sometimes, this is what makes it.
So the takeaway here is that, one is the successful execution of the event plan, which is the most important thing. Second thing is that you also make your business run, especially you sell the t-shirts, and that's what they do. Every other person that attends the Colors Flash must buy a t-shirt, a cap, a jumper, an armless, and all these things, so that they will be able to attend the show. And in the returns, these will boost your business, which is what you intended, not the entrance fees. Which is really good. Looking at the event that I think this is the third edition now. Looking at
I did not want to answer one question about the impact to the youth.
Okay, the impact, yes.
So the impact of Colors Flash to the youth, it is a sort of enjoyment, because you will interact, meet with new people that you have never met, meet with some of your friends that you have spent a long time without seeing them. You see, when I talk of enjoyment involves dancing, playing, because there are colors. You come and I pour on you because I know you, spray on you, dancing, playing, doing everything. You see, like this one, it brings harmony and interaction among the youth, of which when youth gather together with entertainment in happy, you see, it will create a story, you see, and it will unite them, because Colors Flash bring people together, someone you have even not known before, or someone you have not met before.
You become friends automatically.
Yes, you become friends automatically, because you meet in an event, you go and meet someone you have never met, people interact, you like each other, from there you play, you do what? You dance, you enjoy, you see, and that is why you see Colors Flash is being attended by most of the youth, because it is a playing ground, okay? There is no restriction. There is no what. People come and enjoy dancing, doing whatever thing that they are doing as responsible people or in a responsible manner. You see, and I see Rumbek Colors Flash having greatest impact of uniting youth. Okay, because the other people are being restricted, sometimes not going out, but particularly on that day, it has to be a remarkable day for them, because they will be granted permission to go and attend the Colors Flash, because it is a daytime and nobody will be stopped. So that it becomes an experience to them, because they will even go and meet artists that they have never met. They will even go and listen to the song they have never seen how they are being performed. That is why you see I always do it in order to entertain these people.
Great. Looking at the history of the event itself, I think this is the third edition of its kind this year. Can you try to take us through how it was actually from the beginning, and how it actually happened last year, and what are the hopes that you actually expect from it? Actually,
we are going for the third edition of Rumbek Colors Flash. And Rumbek Colors Flash is an annual event. It is done every year. It is supposed to be fourth edition, but in 2024 it was not done due to some personal reasons, because at my school, it collides with the time it is supposed to be done. It was the time I was preparing for my exams, you see, and it cannot allow me to focus, because if I say I want to do this and do this, and higher
exam is important.
You see, higher level, sometimes you need to put my focus on it, because I was in a medical school. I choose that one to be most important than the event
itself,
because I know this is something that I will be doing every year. You see, after my graduation last year, you see, I've done it this year because I'm no longer doing anything.
You're not studying.
Okay, yeah. So it was started in 2023, and we are now in 2026 for the third edition. Okay, and the vision is still going ahead. Nothing will stop it as long it all is on God and is supporting me with everything.
Great. How important is Color Splash event and many other events that you organize to the artists, DJs, and entertainers in general of South Sudan? How important is this event to them?
Yeah, you see, for event to be successful, for everyone that is watching me, for you to have a successful event, you need first to ask yourself, what is the impact of this event that I'm conducting? Because for people to come and attend a show, they need to understand the meaning of where they are going to. You see? So sometimes when you are, as a promoter, when you are naming your concert, you need to know which name will attract people. Because for me, I'm multi-purpose. What I like about me is that I'm multi-purpose. I go with what? I conduct parties, I conduct shows with artists, I conduct even events being assigned to me. You see? I also create names that are of events that have never been done before. You see? So for you to have a show, you need first to know the title of your concert. You see? Because the title of the concert will attract fans to come and enjoy your show. Even when you want to bring an artist for a show, you need first to identify what are you going to do. Is it the hit song of that artist or what? You see, because if you focus on the concert, you need to create the name of the concert. You see? So Rumbek Flash actually has benefited many. Why? Because the artists that I invite to my show, they benefit from me in transport, accommodation, their feeding, and also refreshing. Okay? Because there are people that will ask me for, who make an agreement with you, you give me this, I give you this one. That agreement is being made, and I make sure that I fulfill those pledges, of which any artist that goes with me or that comes in my event, okay, invited, agreed, you see, I'm sure this is how they benefit on it. Other people also that work with me, because I'm not the only one alone, because for this big idea of 1,000 people, it is not being run by one person. I'm having a team that join themselves with me and that supports me in everything. Or with these people later on, because sometimes they say you eat your sweat, right? They don't just go like that, okay? They benefit from it, because when you call someone to come and work for you, make sure they're also working for themselves. Because this is a big event, I cannot do it by myself. Like right now, these t-shirts, they will be having someone selling them. And this person that is selling them is also having his or her percentage out of this. You see, why am I doing this? He said that they also benefit from this. Other thing also that are being hired. I go and pay money for chairs, for what security and all these things, of which later on I'm trying to do what, giving back to my community. You see, giving back to my community, of which this event can benefit me, can benefit every participant. Even those people that are coming to the event, it benefits them with entertainment, because they go back when they are happy. Yeah.
Good. Well, do you have one particular artist in mind that you have actually given the exposure through Color Splash?
Yeah, Mama Kids Promotions as brand those years back, you see, because I was raising talents, okay? I put my investment on the young talents, you see. But after reaching certain stage or certain level, when I became independent, I just started like now, because of other things, I just put some terms and conditions, you know, and when there are terms and conditions, always there must be a concept paper. You sign a contract with an artist, say that if anything goes out of this document, you can do what? You can easily separate, because you know, managing an artist is not easy. You see, because you invest your own money on them, expecting that at the end you will get something out of this artist. But you know, in South Sudan it is different. You raise someone from zero, when he reaches to an hero, he later on forgets you and even turns against you, seeing as if you are against his downfall, forgetting of how you started. Now, with that one, it gave me an idea, what if now, because now already what I just did now is the support or the capital. I own my own company, I have my assets, all my things, and then what if I just start signing people? Say that if you don't come and do what the document says, and then we can do illegally. You see, we go do illegally. Say that if you go and say something against me, you see, the law will ask you. Okay, because I cannot mention their name because other people they take things the way they take it, but I don't want to be part of that. But actually now, when I'm having color supply like this, if I'm having interest in you, I will call you, Nelson. I want to have business with you. I'm having color splash in Rumbek on this day and this day like this. But I see you important in this event because of this. How much do you want from me? Say that I take you there. You will tell me your amount. You see, we make an agreement, I give, and then we go and do the event. So, because color splash it is comprised of artists, comedians, and all these things. You see, that is why you see that you can see different kind of activities in color splash. So, as a Maoki's promotion, this is where it was having artists, its own artists those years. But because of other directives and everything that happened, that is why I just decided to first not to own any artist, not to participate even in promoting anyone that I have not signed, because it turned to me as a wastage. You see, because after investing a lot of money in artists, later on in the end, I did not get what I expect. You see, yes, they became famous, their talent was known, I exposed them, but the behavior later on did not impress me.
Good.
So I decided to let go like that.
Right. Our topic today is the impact of entertainment events in the lives of young South Sudanese, and you are part of this program. Please do drop in your comment in the comment box on Facebook, because of course we are live on our Facebook page and our both on radio and TV pages. If you are there, please drop in your questions so that we can be able to read them out and let promoter AK answer you based on how you need them to be answered. Well, looking at our story, our question here now is, what impact do these events have beyond simply providing entertainment?
Okay. The impact of color splash, first of all, as I said before, is the experience. You see, because when as promoters, what we do is to promote the talent. You see, because Rumbek color splash or color splash itself, because it is going to be attended by many, as I said before. The performance from the artists and the comedians or the program setup itself, you see, will be like sort of civilization. People will be civilized because people will go there the way they look, see things in different view. It become an impact to the people. Why? Because as I said before, it will unite them. You see, because sometimes it is like promoting peace. And always peaceful activities being done like that, they refresh people's minds. You see, because our country now, a lot of people are traumatized with the situations that are happening around. But the more we entertain them, the more what they forget their problems. You see, other people will take this as an opportunity to do what? To go and release the stress or the trauma that everyone that is going through right now. You see, because now in South Sudan, you find everyone is having his own mental problem. You see, because of the situation and everything that is happening to them. So this thing, that is why we have to make sure that Rumbek splash is there every year, so that other people, they will use it as an opportunity to do what? To go and release the stress and to go and interact with other people. So it became impactful because you will meet new friends. You see, you will interact with new friends, build new friendship with people. You see. Yeah, this is what I can say about it.
Okay. Well, of course, you have actually said that, this event bring peace to the people, create harmony among the young people. It also helps them actually reduce their mental state, especially, let's say, psychological problems, because the country is already being affected by all these other things that are happening. Well, you've also said there is also an economic opportunity, because there are people that are going to actually get benefits, let's say, economic benefits from this, from the sale, from the event from promotion, and even the organization itself, which is a great impact that an entertainment event can have on young people. Well, looking at our population as a country, well, do you think entertainment events can help young people deal? You have answered that already. South Sudan has extremely young population. What role do you think entertainment should play in keeping young people engaged in productive, creative activities?
Yeah, for entertainment, for the artists, if there are artists that are seeing me here live today, please, I need you to give me your attention, or every promoter that is viewing me right now, or anyone that is in the entertainment industry. You see, you need to be responsible in everything that you are doing. Dress responsibly, speak responsibly. Because like now, when you see the way I'm dressing, other people might be, why is AK like this today? You see? Why? Because I dress like this because of this. Because if I don't dress like this, when I'm being interviewed because of this event, it will not what? It will not show. Because like for me, other people, like me, I'm a clinical officer by profession. They call me dictor. But sometimes when they come and see how dictor has dressed, my patients, they become what? They become surprised.
What is this?
Why is he look? Dictor, why like this? You see? Why? Because how they see me is becoming different. So please, my advice to you, to the youth, don't mislead people. You see? Why do I say that? To be responsible. Like this now, when I'm going to a health facility or I'm going to hospital, my brother, you will see me dressing differently. Very smart. Someone will be like, hey, this is not the person I found yesterday. You see why? I'm trying to show that I'm responsible. You see, I collect my patients, they go knowing that this is dictator. But if I dress like this now and I see the patient will come to me, nobody will even talk to me. You see? So what I mean by being responsible, because we can mislead the young ones. We are role models. We have people that look up to us. Like that is why now you see we control ourselves from communal things. Because why? We are public figure. People are looking up to us. As an artist, please be responsible. Based on how you dress, whatever thing that you say can mislead people. The song that you sing can mislead people. You see, like the young youth right now, you have to sing a song that will not mislead them. Because if you say something in your song, or you sing a song, how they will perceive it, especially the young ones that you asked before, the youth, is going to have greatest impact in their life and the life of our country. Because there are certain songs or the artist sings that will do what? That will mislead people. You see? So when I was saying being responsible, whatever song that you sing, make sure how will the young one perceive it. You see? This song, does it go against the government? Or does it go against the cultural norms? You see? Because for us, we have our own culture and diversity, of which if you sing a song that goes against our culture, and this song later on become famous or being promoted, you will take people from the right track to the wrong track. You see? And that is why you see some songs are being banned, because of the impact to the country and to the youth. So please, one advice is to be responsible in how you dress, in whatever thing that you do. As a promoter, be responsible in how you conduct your events and how you interact with the youth. Because you can make an event like Rumbek Colors Fly now. It is a thought of entertainment. But if I'm not responsible, it can later on result into something different.
Great.
You see, because different people will come, girls, boys, women, other people will come as a families. But if I don't conduct it responsibly, it will divert from wrong way to bad way.
Good.
Because people will turn it into maybe prostitution center or a dating center where people come and meet boyfriend or girlfriend. You see, this is how people will go and take it. Why? If I'm not responsible in how I put the goals or the objective of the event. You see, on how I make sure that the idea is put in line. If I'm not responsible, I will promote other things which might be later on different.
Great.
So that is the only advice I can
Well, looking at the challenges, of course, anything that you do in life, there are challenges. Can you try to take us through some of the challenges that you faced as a promoter, as an event organizer?
Actually, it is a tough moment and really so emotional, because I have gone through a lot. Because first of all, this dream, a lot of people are against it. You see, because every dream that you do, it is how people criticize it that will push you up. You know, Nelson, not every criticism is bad. You see, there are some constructive criticism of which if you really look at them, they are correcting you. You see, because first of all, even including my family members, other people does not want me to be a promoter. Why? Because of the losses that I get in promotion. Because promotion has given me a lot of losses. I have wasted a lot of money. But some of them will even say, now if you would have invested this money in cows, you would have now have 2 or 3 wives. You see?
So you should invest in cattle.
Yes. Instead of doing promotion, why can't you just use this, buy this, that you make a house, you marry a good wife, and then like this, instead of using this money on people that are not even giving you anything. Then later on, at the end, they even turn against you to be your enemies. What are you going to get? You see? It become a bigger challenge, but you know, sometimes when you plan to do something, don't listen to what people say, because it is you who knows why you want it. Because I became public speaker because of this promotion. I'm well respected everywhere I go because of this. I'm recognized everywhere I go because of this, and this is what I want, because I'm myself.
Great.
And
I think our answers have to be brief, because we are just like very few minutes to clock in to the hour. Well, looking at the artists that you promote, what are the qualities that you consider for you before you start promoting an artist?
Okay, for you to have an artist, number one is the talent. You see, make sure the person you want is having talent that you want. You see, because you cannot work with an artist that is not talented, because all of you will be going the wrong way. Okay, so apart from talent is the behavior. You see, because sometimes you may have talent, but your behavior or your character will not make you go with people. That is why you see most of the talented artists now, they are just being left loitering, and no one even is supporting them because of what? Of their behavior. You support them now, tomorrow you see what they're saying. They are very ungrateful. They cannot even appreciate you for what you have done to them. So I can just focus on these two. Number one is the talent itself. Number two is the behavior. Good. Of an artist.
Do you think there is something that is missing in relationship between the artists and the promoters and the event organizers? What is that missing in the relationship?
The only thing that I see that is missing here is, let's say, let me say support. You see, because in South Sudan we find that everyone is going through a lot, but when we support ourselves, like you now, you are supporting, that is why I am here through your support. You see, what is lacking mostly in South Sudan, people don't support themselves. You see, like now, yes, people see me like this, they don't want to support me. People will just see me suffering with an idea without support. And this is what is happening in South Sudan. Artists are there and nobody is supporting them. Other DJs or other things, they are there, but nobody is supporting them. The only missing gap in the middle here is the support. So that when you have something and you know, because whatever that you give to someone will build their idea, you see? And this is the most important thing.
There is a very serious question, especially when it comes to greater Dingo community. Promoters are being actually leveled at some ways that if you don't actually sing or praise the promoter in a song, your song will not be promoted. What do you say on that?
Honestly, that is not true. Why I say that is not true? Like for me, as Mama Kiss promotion and event, or as promoter AK, I became famous not because artists used to say my name in their songs, but because of what I do. You see, everyone that I've done with me must go and say a story about me. You see, because your name being mentioned in a song as a promoter does not guarantee you that you will be known. Because other songs, they can flop. Nobody will listen to those songs and you are not there. And honestly, for me, if you say my name without informing me, I will have problem with you. And some artists, they know this. My name is not said randomly in a song. If you tell me, if you want to say my name in your song, you first tell me. Because if I go and hear later on, I will call you immediately. Why did you put my name in your song without telling me? Or which for me, honestly, I'm very different. And those kind of promoters now, they are out of in the entertainment industry. Because there is nobody talking about them. But when look at my kids promotion, I go and I come back purposely. You see? Because why? It was an idea. I was not taken by artists maybe to be a promoter because they will be saying my name. Actually, that thing is happening, and let me avoid going into that thing. But to me, it was a calling from God. It was an inspiration. Okay, and this is something that I'm following.
So you don't really necessarily need someone to say your name.
I don't rely on it, because without an artist saying my name now, I'm still maintaining my brand without anyone. Even those people now that they might be thinking this was not. And even the artists that were saying my names compared with me now, I'm still at my level, and they are not there now. Why? Because I'm maintaining my brand.
Great. Actually, you can have your last message as we wind up.
Okay, my last message to anyone that is watching me, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for being with us today, and I'm really grateful for it, and I really appreciate. And to the management of Eco TV, I really appreciate you for your cooperation, and I'm sure when we do things like this in South Sudan, supporting the youth, because what you are doing now is all out of support. You see, knowing, like, getting me expose, people knowing me, and this is why the studio was created, to be here. So what I can tell you is keep up the good work. The management of this TV and all the presenters in their absence, pass them my regards. And to everyone that has been watching since the beginning, it is not for nothing, because you're really important to me, and I'm also important to you. And that is why you have given us your time. Keep it up. Rumbek Color Splash is happening on 10/10, and our t-shirts, they will be available in Rumbek and in Juba. Anyone that needs them and you are in Juba, you will be able to purchase. You are in Rumbek, you will be able to purchase.
Great.
You can follow me on my Facebook. I'm AK Senior on Facebook, and then also my WhatsApp. You will get everything there, and we'll get in touch. So thank you so much.
Yeah, that's great. Of course, to everyone that has been tuning in since the onset of this program, thank you so much for being part of the Morning Echo. And today we have to try to actually see what are the impact of the entertainment in the lives of young people and South Sudanese in general. Of course, promoter AK has been one of the figures that has been trying his best in the entertainment world. He's also a medical doctor. You might actually find
a clinical officer.
A clinical officer. Clinical officer. Anyway, I don't know those terms because you know them better, because that's what your field is.
Yeah.
So he's a clinical officer. If you go to places like Minkaman, you could possibly find him in the hospital and actually get the best service out of him. So thank you so much for being part. Do see us tomorrow when we have another conversation in this thing. Otherwise, Color Splash is around corner 10/10. If you're going to Rumbek, please try to get one of these jumpers or t-shirts or armless or even a cap, so that you can actually also support the businesses. Color Splash is an event that is a free entrance kind of event. There is no fees required for you to enter the space that where it is conducted. Thank you so much, and do see you tomorrow.